powerful, mysterious beings from the stars. We picture them with endless technology, immense strength, and knowledge beyond our dreams. But what if that image is wrong? What if life as an alien is not glamorous, but lonely, dangerous, and small? This is the story of Zog, a solitary traveler from the planet Gliese 581c, drifting between worlds. His journey shows why, sometimes, it truly sucks to be an alien. Every single morning begins the same. Zog wakes up in a ship no larger than a human truck. The air he breathes has been recycled thousands of times. The food he eats is a gray paste squeezed from tubes. There is no sun to warm his face, no bird song to break the silence, only the dull vibration of failing machinery and the hum of life support systems on their last legs. Day after day, it's the same stale smell, the same flickering lights, and the same reminder that he is hundreds of light years away from anything he can call home. On Earth, a video call can connect two people instantly. For Zog, a simple message to his family can take years to travel across the void. By the time a reply arrives, he has already aged, changed, moved on to another system. His memories of his parents, his siblings, the laughter of his community, they exist only as faint holograms on a cracked projector. Each night he replays the same recording of an old lullaby from his childhood. It has become both a comfort and a wound, because every note reminds him of what he has lost. Space travel isn't a holiday. It is a constant struggle with limits. Every drop of water on Zog's ship is captured, filtered, and recycled. Every watt of energy is accounted for. He sleeps wearing a thin suit that recycles his body heat so the ship can spare less power. One small leak, one clogged filter, one unplanned detour, and the difference between life and death shrinks to a breath. For a wandering alien, survival is a job that never ends. Even after all this sacrifice, wherever Zog goes, fear is what greets him. He approaches planets cautiously, sending polite signals of peace. More often than not, he is met with silence, or worse, weapons. To the worlds he visits, he is an invader, a contaminant, an unknown risk. Borders are locked, quarantine fields are raised, warning shots are fired. The pattern never changes. Zog is turned away again and again, condemned to drift on. Different planets mean different gravities, different atmospheres, different invisible hazards. Zog's body, once strong, has grown brittle. In low gravity, his bones thin. In high gravity, his joints ache. He injects himself with glowing medication to fight off strange microbes and keep his blood pressure stable. He straps himself into a harness at night so his muscles don't waste away. What humans imagine as adventure, for him, is chronic pain and endless medical routines just to stay alive. Companionship? He has only an outdated artificial intelligence built into the ship's console. It used to tell jokes and play games. Now it forgets his name and loops the same phrases. He talks to it anyway, because it's all he has. Isolation gnaws at his mind. He hasn't touched another living being in years. He can't share a meal, can't hear another real voice answering back. When the lights dim, he whispers, "Good night," whoever's listening, to an empty cabin. Sometimes, when his path crosses our solar system, Zog stops to look at Earth. Through his sensors, he sees oceans shimmering, forests breathing, cities glittering at night. It is so alive, so noisy, so full of connection. He longs to stand on a real shore, to breathe open air, to hear a crowd. But he knows that if he reveals himself, the risk is immense. Capture, dissection, a cage in some hidden lab. So he stays in the shadows, a silent observer of a world that would never welcome him. Once, years ago, he tried to say hello. He transmitted a simple greeting in every language he knew. He even broadcasted images of himself, unarmed, smiling. The response was not words, it was missiles. The shockwave rattled his ship and scorched his hull. Since then, he has spoken to no one. His dream of mutual curiosity has become a memory of fire. On Earth, aliens are often portrayed as conquerors, invincible invaders with fleets and armies. But the truth is very different. Most beings who leave their home world are not warriors, but wanderers, scientists, refugees, explorers. They are not gods. They are not monsters. They are lonely travelers like Zog, patching holes in their ships, eating recycled paste, and hoping to survive one more jump. The myth of power hides the reality of vulnerability. His planet once shimmered with twin suns and blue grass. Festivals filled the streets. Children floated paper lanterns into the sky. But a slow climate collapse, triggered by their own mistakes, began to choke the atmosphere. Oceans rose, food grew scarce, and the brightest minds were sent out to seek new worlds. Zog was one of them. Now, years later, his home is a fading dream. Even if he returned, it would not be the same. The people he loved may already be gone. He left because he wanted to know more, to map new systems, to meet new species, to understand the universe. That curiosity once burned like a star inside him. Now it flickers. Each day of silence, each denied landing, each new injection he gives himself is a reminder that exploration carries a cost. Knowledge can be gained, but it can also leave you stranded in endless distance. Curiosity without connection becomes a form of exile. We look up at the night sky and wonder if we are alone. We send probes and signals, hoping for a reply. But perhaps even now someone is looking back, tired, hungry, homesick, drifting through a darkness we cannot imagine. Being an alien isn't a dream, it is a struggle. The universe is vast, and in it, even a traveler from the stars can feel small. Perhaps one day we will greet them not with fear, but with understanding. Until then, the lonely ships will keep moving, unseen, unheard, across the silent sea of space.